It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You are live with Expresso just ahead of the long weekend. Now, a major highlight for me, I think this year, in fact, English Premier League club Swansea City sent their academy coaches and players down to Cape Town to hold coaching sessions within the city's football community. And we know how much they are loved down here. They're also taking part in the Under-19 Metropolitan Premier Cup, where they'll get to face off against the brightest footballing youth talent in South Africa. So today, we are joined by lead Under-18 coach Eric Ramsey, defender Joe Roden, and Under-19's goalkeeper and captain Lewis Thomas to chat about their trip to South Africa. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. I know you've got your first game today, so very much in that mindset. But you've been here for almost a week now. Maybe I can start with you, Lewis. What's the time been like? How's your experience of SA so far?
No, we've really enjoyed our time here so far. We've had 3 days training here before our game today, which have been really good for us in preparation for the game today. We've also done a bit of sightseeing. We went to Tabletop Mountain yesterday, which was fantastic. We really enjoyed.
I think the weather's held because today you will not get up there, man. Eric, what is the motivation for bringing your young players? I mean, looking at the English Premier League at the moment, it is so competitive. You can understand why young players need to be able to hit the ground running. Specifically, bringing them to South Africa to share in this kind of coaching culture. What was the motivation?
I think exactly that. One of the big motivations is the cultural thing, and for our players to experience something that's entirely different from what they experience at home. I think also from a sort of footballing point of view, the style of play is something that you wouldn't encounter back in England. It's very physical, very direct, very fast. All the players are incredibly athletic, so it gives them a sort of completely different perspective to what they would face day in, day out back home. So
and we know the calendars are grueling, that the fitness has to be there. Joe, did you ever think when you were starting out in your football journey that you'd find yourself playing games in South Africa on the other end of the world? What's your experience been like for you?
I came here last year. It's a crazy experience, and to be honest, for all of us to come here, it just adds that extra experience for us, to go all around the world, half side of the world, and just experience all this. And I'm just really enjoying it. I just want to keep doing it.
And we want to keep seeing you guys come out here. I know we benefit a huge amount from sharing in this intellectual property. And I'm going to put this to all three of you. What is your take on the standard of football here in South Africa? Maybe we can start from a coach's perspective. Are the right structures in place, do you think?
I think the players have got loads of raw attributes, and as I said, very athletic, technically very good. They handle the ball very well, but I think perhaps in comparison to the style of play back in England, the players maybe aren't as accustomed to the sort of tactical side of the game as quite as much as the players in the UK. But I think in terms of raw attributes, they're as good as what you'll see anywhere.
The structures just haven't evolved yet to that degree.
I think that's the point.
Do you guys feel the pressure now that you're knocking on that senior team? Maybe I can start with you, Lewis. Do you feel that pressure now, even here in South Africa? Obviously, this is a stepping stone. Do you feel the pressure now that you've got to start performing, that you've got to make your name?
Not particularly. I'm still young in our footballing career, so we've still got a long way to go. Me and Joe are only 18 years old. But we want to get into the first team as quickly as we can, hopefully. But with that, it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of hard work, which we're willing to do and already doing. So we're just taking every moment as it comes and going from there.
Joe, what do you have to do to get into that first team? What are the goals that have been set to you to achieve that?
To be honest, it's just all about hard work. Every day you go in, every morning, day and night, you just got to be the first one in, last one to leave. And you just got to keep improving and work every day to keep improving yourself, be better as a person and a player.
Now, obviously, I have to congratulate all of you on the T20 win yesterday, courtesy of England. But I think what that tournament has shown us that when you're playing against unknown quotients, it's very difficult to build a tactical response. So how do you approach games in the Metropolitan Cup now when you must know absolutely nothing about the teams that you're playing against?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we had the insight from being involved in the tournament last year, but it is very difficult to predict. And as you said, a lot of the African teams are not necessarily as sort of well structured as the teams that you'd face in the UK. So it is difficult to prepare because it's completely unknown quantity. So we sort of focus more on the way we do things as opposed to the way they do things, and hope that stands us in good stead, really.
Yeah, create that culture of winning.
Exactly.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for coming out to South Africa. It means a huge amount to the local footballing fraternity. Well, in fact, to all the fans. So it really is a pleasure having you, and good luck today, man. Good luck
Thank you very much.
Weekend.
Excellent. Thanks for having us.
Oh, man, awesome stuff to see in the long weekend. Make sure that you go out there and support not just our visitors, but our local teams as well. Well, it's a big weekend. Yes, why? Because Batman, Superman will appear together for the first time on film.